Wow, man, I just heard one of the worst hobby horror stories ever. Like, if you talk about things that give you like creepy, like heebie-jeebies, things that keep you up at night, like scary stories, the story that I just heard with Merlin and the Great Curator and the Pop Count and Daps was the scariest story I've ever heard in the hobby. Now, let me explain to you why. I also first want to say, guys, I applaud your hustle and I applaud what you're doing. And I don't make this video as a knock to you. Okay. I hope that if we meet someday, we can have a conversation about this. But this is what I took away from that story, guys. And please listen to me. I do encourage you to listen to the video, but what you'll find out, they're talking about this Superfractor Star Wars card. Now, two things they'll tell you is that a few months ago, no one cared about Star Wars. They tell you that. Maybe it's a year ago. No one cared about Star Wars to the point that the Superfractor was sitting in a one touch to be graded. It was planned to be graded, but it was sitting in a shoebox at a sports cards booth in Atlanta back in February, not for display for sale. Just the guy had it. So he must have opened it. He saw it. Yeah, I guess it's graded. And he put it away and he's going to, get rid of it or sell it or whatever. But then he was sitting next to Merlin. Merlin is the guy you're going to see in the DATS video. And Merlin says, man, that's my Grail card. Oh, I love Star Wars. And he's been sitting there selling Star Wars cards, talking about Star Wars cards, how great that card is. And this guy, I don't know who he is, but I'm going to assume he sat there and went, man, that's freaking awesome. And he said to him, well, I've got something that will surprise you. And apparently a deal went down. They don't tell us what the deal was. Merlin does say he paid pennies for the dollar. Now, I'll just stop you right there. He tells this man this is his Grail card, that he wants it. So he's going to get a very good deal. And that man probably feels warm and fuzzy inside going, man, I'm helping a collector find his Grail card, because that's what I'd want to do. And this is where I feel the kind of scary side, because I can tell you guys, I'll sell a card to a guy all the time who I think's a collector because he tells me it's his Grail card. He's going to keep it. He's going to give it to his son. He really loves his card. And then he does what Merlin did. And again, Merlin, I'm not knocking you, man. Don't get mad. But dude, your Grail card, you flipped for $5,000. You flipped it for $5,000. I have cards that they don't have a price on them. Not because $5,000 is not important to me, but because the card has a sentimental value to me, man. You took the Grail card, you told somebody that was so important to you, boop, flipped it for $5,000. It kills me. I love the story. Here it gets better, guys. If you're still paying attention. Then you hear the Great Curator talk about they took it down to Dallas because they wanted to show it off, because all they really wanted was some attention. And I understand. I want attention. That's why I make videos, right? Well, while he's down there, people start making him offers around $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. And the Great Curator goes, and you know what? I saw the attention. I bought it for $5,000. Well, again, I'll let you watch the video because Daps is going to pay $20,000 for it a few days later. Now, again, as I watch this video, all I got was these goosebumps, and I'm getting scared. I'm sitting there waiting for somebody to jump out and tell me it's all a joke. Because if these people are called your friends, that's horrifying. I don't know, man. I guess that's just the way the sports card world is. You tell some guy it's a Grail, so he trusts you and gives you a good deal. You make as much money as you can off your friend. Your friend makes as much money off his friend. And all three of you get together to make a video to tell everybody else how great this is. Now, I'm going to play a piece of this video just at the end. I do think AIH does point out that, the Great Curator, the Great Hyper. I mean, I don't know your name, Great Curator, but you are saying in this video exactly what those people who are concerned about the hobby, are fearful of. You say that this was a useless product, that you were giving away the refractors. You even later say in the video, you bought it for $5,000 because you wanted to get more publicity. You even say you sold it for $20,000 because you thought it would get more publicity for what's his name, for DAPS. You are pumping the sports of some years, pumping Star Wars. And I love your friend here who says, this is the prism of Star Wars. Dude, oh my God, please stop doing that. Please, because real collectors don't like prism. Okay, real collectors, we didn't like prism back in 2016, 17, because it's a sticker auto product and it's got refractors that have no value. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I don't want to do that, but guys, listen to this part of the video. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I want to make this a short video.
But when they saw this, what it was doing, it was validating, well, it was piquing their interest. And then when they saw the deal go down, it was validating in their mind that, wait a second, pop culture cards are worth money. Maybe we should look into this, which is one of the main reasons that I wanted to do that deal, and how I wanted to get exposure around this. Because like I was telling you guys before, a few months ago, August, I was ripping these boxes. I thought they were worthless. I was giving away the refractors as gifts.
Right.
Had I seen it, and this is my fault, had I been able to foresee the value of these cards at that time, I would have done that, right? But it takes sales and exposure like this to educate the community and grow the collector base.
Absolutely.
Well, one of the things
I just have to say, I mean, I understand that, man, but you were saying right there, right, that if you knew they had value, you would have kept them, right? You were admitting that greed is your focus. It's just an interesting way you position stuff, I guess. Let's one last thing here too.
box of this, I was like, one thing Topps does a really great job of is they have great quality control. And that's one thing I admire about this set. When I looked at all of the cards, for the most part, they were centered. The corners.
See, one thing I'd say, again, I giggle because, dude, this guy, here's the problem, man. If you don't know better, you say you educated people. What did you educate them on Star Wars? You did a deal and everybody saw the deal. And what was the education? Look, the deal went down. You're creating hype, dude, and saying these are good quality because Tossman is good quality product. If anybody's been in cards at all, you know the quality of sports cards is probably the worst ever. They don't care about the printing. I can show you a card that's labeled 208 of 199. If I'm not mistaken, right, most of the F1 cards had horrible print lines. I know Prism has print lines. Please stop making this up. You guys are sitting around just like stoking a fire of this is great. This is great. Oh, this is great. Look at this. In your title, is my card worth over 100,000? Here's what's going to happen, Daps. And again, I don't mean this in the wrong way. We're going to wait and watch and see. Will you get your $20,000 back out of that card? Probably. I do think you can. You should do it soon. But I do think somebody is going to get hung at the end holding a card that's not worth $100,000 or $20,000. Okay. It's a cool piece of art that some artist did, and he sold it at the Topps, and it's made into a refractor. So what? It's not a Picasso, dude. Anyway, guys, I enjoyed this video, and I appreciate everybody's hustle. Do what you gotta do. But as a collector, I just say this is a horror story. The guy tells him it's his Grail. It's my Grail, and he flips it for 5K. Merlin, man.